You're taking your GLP-1, you're eating way less than you used to, and the scale just stops. Same number week after week. So your brain goes straight to, the med stopped working, my body is clearly broken, and I knew this was going to be too good to be true. If that's you, I want you to take a breath. Your GLP-1 didn't suddenly give up, and your body is doing exactly what bodies are designed to do. And today, I'm walking you through my 5-point GLP-1 Plateau Checklist that I use with my own patients. So you know exactly what to look at and what to tweak, and don't start starving yourself or panicking that you ruined the medication. And I'll share Linda's story. She thought her Wegovy was dead, but by making 3 small changes, she broke an 8-week plateau. And if you're on a GLP-1 medication right now, or maybe you're thinking about it, you better hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more videos just like this. Now, the first thing we always need to do in this situation is look at, are you actually in a plateau, or are you just being impatient? A plateau is not one weird week, bloating around your period, or travel weight. A real plateau looks like 4 to 6 weeks of staying around the same general weight range, using the same scales, same time of day, and no real downward trend. So, open up your weight app and take a look at what that trend has been over the last month. And if the average is showing a drift downwards, even slowly, that's still progress. Just not as fast as what your brain wants. But if it's truly flat for 4 to 6 weeks, then we have a plateau, and now we can troubleshoot. So first and foremost, is the medication actually getting a fair shot? A lot of people will call it a plateau when they're still on their starter early dose, or they've only been taking the medication for a couple of weeks, or they've actually had maybe gaps in taking that medication. And so you need to ask yourself, number 1, am I on my full target dose? Number 2, have I been at this dose for about 3 to 4 months now? And number 3, have I been consistent with my injections and not missing any doses? And if the answer is no to any of those, your body is still adjusting and we are still in the early days. And here's the flip side. If you've been on the full dose for 6 months or more, and you've lost less than 5% of your starting weight with halfway decent habits, that might not be a plateau. Instead, that might be a non-response to that particular medication. And that's your sign to go back to your prescriber and say, here's my timeline, here's my weight graph, what else could be going on? Do we need to consider another dosage change, or do we need to look at a different medication? Do not quietly suffer for another year assuming that you failed the medication. Now, a quick pause, drop a comment down below, let me know which GLP-1 medication you've been on and how long you've been stuck. I read all of these comments and they help me plan for my future videos. Now, let's move on to the parts that you can control. First up is going to be protein and movement. On GLP-1 medications, you're going to be eating less, but if you're not careful, you can be eating a lot less protein, which can lead to you losing a lot of muscle along with that fat. Less muscle means lower metabolism, easier plateau, and easier regain later. For most people, at a minimum, you want to be aiming for about 80 to 100 grams of protein per day, or about 25 to 30 grams of protein with each of your meals. And that might look like Greek yogurt with protein powder, eggs and cheese with veggies, chicken, fish, tofu taking up 1/3 of your plate, or some cottage cheese or a protein shake as a snack. Think of protein as your do not repossess my muscle signal. When my patients tighten up their protein, start taking more in, their hunger stabilize, cravings reduce, and plateaus often start moving again without trying to drastically reduce their calories. And if we pair that with movement, now you don't need to be a bodybuilder, but getting 2 to 3 times per week of some kind of resistance-based activity plus 6 to 8K steps per day of walking is going to be a massive improvement in helping you to maintain that muscle. What all that does is tells your body, hey, we still need this muscle. The GLP-1s help you to lose weight, but protein and movement help you to lose the right kind of weight. Now, if you're sitting there and thinking, okay, Dan, I get the science and all that, but I don't even know where to start when it comes to tracking what 90 grams of protein looks like, or what building a strength building routine looks like without overthinking it. And well, that's exactly why I created Dr. Dan's Empowerment Hub. Inside, we break the GLP-1 science into simple daily actions. We run challenges specifically on helping people to break plateaus and to protect their muscle mass. And I do bi-weekly live coaching calls with everybody in the hub so that you are not alone and in your kitchen at 9 p.m. wondering if what you're doing is right or not. Plus, we've built an amazing community that gets it because they are on the exact same journey as you. And so if you want that kind of support, head to drdanshub.com or head down below to the description and click the link. Now, our next lever to look at is going to be the sneaky calories and the slider foods. So here's the usual pattern. At the start, you get on a GLP-1 medication and it naturally helps you to cut your calorie intake by a few hundred calories per day. That's great. The weight starts coming off. And then over time, life starts to creep back in. Fancy coffees, a few chips here and there, weekend restaurant meals, nightly wine. Individually, they're harmless and totally okay. But together, they add about 300 to 500 calories per day and wipe out whatever deficit that was created. And GLP-1 medications can make this extra sneaky because of slider foods. Ice cream, chips, pastries, and fried foods, they all go down a lot easier when your appetite is decreased. But unfortunately, the calories still absolutely count. And for a plateau reset, you can look at these things. Try to cut or reduce your liquid calories. So that's sugary drinks, those high-calorie coffees, or big alcohol pours. Make your slider foods intentional, not automatic. If you want dessert, fantastic. Choose it on purpose and really enjoy it. But don't snack your way through the night. Another thing is to give yourself eating structure. Have 2 to 3 regular meals each day with 0 to 1 planned snacks throughout the day. And be sure to sit down and eat without any distractions when you're having your meals. If you clean this up for just 2 weeks, a plateau will often start to crack. Now the final lever here, and this is probably the most important one, is your expectations. We often imagine weight loss as being this straight line down. But in reality, there's squiggles, bumps, ups and downs, and all over the place. And once you start losing weight, your body is going to start quietly defending against the new sizes that you reach. It's going to slightly slow down your metabolic rate, and it's going to crank your appetites, cravings, and hunger way up. And that's not sabotage, that's the survival system doing what it does best. And so we want to focus on reframing, and in particular, asking yourself along the way, has my blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol improved? Am I moving easier, sleeping better, and have less pain? And do I have more energy? And maybe do my clothes fit better? A plateau is never a failure, but sometimes it's your new, healthy, best weight, regardless of what that fucking BMI says. And the work now is to maintain it and to build strength, not to endlessly chase a number because diet culture told you so. Now, let me bring this all home with Linda's story. Linda is 59 years old, and she started on Wegovy, and within 6 months, she lost 26 pounds. She felt great, and then for 8 weeks, that number on the scale didn't move. And she came back to me convinced that the drug had stopped working. We checked all of her basics, including injection technique, number of doses, if she's missed any doses, so on and so forth. She was all good there. But when we looked a little bit closer, what we saw is that the weekends included 2 restaurant meals paired with wine most weekends. She was only getting about 40 to 50 grams of protein per day, and her step count had dropped from 7,000 down to about 3,000 to 4,000 per day. And so we made 3 small changes. We bumped up her protein to about 90 grams per day. She scheduled in 2 extra 30-minute walks each week. And she cut out the mindless treats throughout the week and kept 1 intentional dessert on Saturdays. And 6 weeks later, she was down another 6 pounds. More importantly, she felt like she was back in the driver's seat instead of being scared that the medication had failed. And that is the power of understanding what is going on instead of assuming you are broken. Now, if you're in a more complex situation, say you have multiple medications, you maybe have thyroid issues or PCOS, or you've tried everything in this video and you're still stuck, well, I do have a limited number of one-on-one consultation spots that are available each month that you can book in and come and see me, and we can review and see how we can help you come up with a game plan to break your way through. and we will build a personalized plan that fits with your life and lifestyle. If this sounds like what you need, then you should check out consult.drdanshub.com or head down below to the description and click the link. All right, let's bring this one into land and let's do a quick summary of the plateau checklist. Number 1, confirm it's a real plateau. Again, 4 to 6 weeks, no downward trend. Number 2, check the med basics. Full dose, consistent use, and for enough time. Number 3, protect your muscle. 80 to 100 grams of protein per day, walking daily, and adding in some resistance training. Number 4, clean up the sneaky calories and slider foods. And number 5, update your expectations. Plateaus are normal and definitely part of the process, but also health is what we're really striving for here and not just a number on the scale. Your GLP-1 medication is a powerful tool. It's not magic, and you're not broken because your journey isn't a straight line. Alright, if this video helped you out even just a little bit, be sure to hit that like button and share it with anybody else that you think is needing to hear it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more no-fluff, obesity science-based videos. And finally, comment plateau to tell me how long you have been stuck. Alright, you beautiful people, that is it and that is all. As I always sign off, please remember, it is those small tweaks that lead to the massive peaks.